Hi, Gemini. Welcome to your general monthly reading here at the Power of Three. This month, it's your Mountain View reading, as you can see in the backdrop. And we're going to take a look at how this scene out the window here makes you feel. Is it somewhere that is a dream for you, or would it be more of a nightmare? Like in the movie My Cousin Vic. If you've ever seen it, it's older, it's funny. He's got to go from New York down south down with his cousin. And the elements down there wake him up like an owl hooting in the night, but yet he can sleep through a prison raid. At the end, he doesn't sleep the whole time he's there, and then he's because a train's going by, or there's pigs, or like all the things, all the elements that you would find down south, but yet the things in the city don't bother him, or in a prison where people are sirens are going off and people are running around yelling and fighting, and nothing wakes him up in there. So. Yeah. Is it going to be like that for you? Like you might literally be moving somewhere or have to leave somewhere like this that you like to go to the city, or vice versa. Or it's more metaphorical than something going on in your life. Okay, so we'll see. We'll see what comes up for you. I'll let you know. I'll let you know the text that I'm using this month for you, Gemini. But I say, reminding you to like and subscribe. And I got your words from Jesus, so let's get started. Trusting me is a moment by moment choice. My people have not always understood this truth. After I performed miracles in the wilderness, my chosen children trusted me intensely, but only temporarily. Soon the grumbling began again, testing my patience to the utmost. Isn't it often the same way with you? You trust me with when things go well. When you see me working on your behalf, this type of trust flows readily within you, requiring no exertion of your will. When things go wrong, your trust flows, slows down, and solidifies. You are focused. You are forced to choose between trusting me intentionally or rebelling, representing my ways with you. This choice constitutes a fork in the road. Stay on the path of life with me, enjoying my presence. Choose to trust me in all circumstances. So let's see what he has to say to begin your Mountain View reading, Gemini, for April 2025. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Whatsoever you shall ask the Father in my name, he will give it to you. Hmm. This is going to sound strange, but, and it might only be for one of you, but I get the feeling that there's something that you've always wanted since you were very little. Overall energy is coming from the believe in your own magic. Let's see what comes out for you for an overall energy. Thank you to my guides and peeps for being here with Geminis. April 2025. What is the overall energy for Gemini? The deck seems to be planning itself out here. Like there's a lot going on. Let's see, we got one. Villain, you can always rewrite the story. So again, coming back to what I just said, there's something that you've always wanted since you were little, but it never happened. Maybe a villain came along in your life and stole that dream. But that doesn't mean that you can't rewrite that story. Whatsoever you shall ask the Father in my name, he will give it to you. Hmm. Oh, can never get comfortable on this thing. Okay, the supporting energy for Gemini this month, well, for all the sign, is wisdom of the hidden realms. So let's see what is the supporting energy. What they get. The prison waif, self-sabotage, poverty, consciousness. So maybe that villain was you, Gemini. Maybe that villain was you. You might be asking for a better job. You might be asking for a better support system. Hmm. This is Forest of Enchantment Tarot. So let's see what comes out for Gemini for the main spread. The Tower. Something happened. For all of you, it could be something different. It could be addictions. It could be relationships that came in and just sidetracked you and just sabotaged everything. It could be job loss or just bad circumstances that you just keep getting caught up in and you never seem to get ahead. Knight of Swords, having to protect yourself. See, you can't focus on your dreams and what you want, how you want your life story to go if you find yourself in a situation where you have to constantly defend and protect yourself. One more. Gemini, please. Page of Wands. A message. Maybe you're letting somebody know that, well, I'm not going to say because, for all of you, it could be different, but I just hear it's like trying to pull a rabbit out of a hat. Um, Maybe talking to this person. It's like talking to a wall. But there's somebody in your life that is a villain. Yeah, Nine of Swords at the bottom. It, it's not gonna. I'm hearing it's not gonna be that easy. But there's somebody that you literally have to get away from. And the self-sabotage, it's not like you just sat and sabotaged your own life, but if you've remained with somebody like this that keeps you in poverty, um, if you don't do anything about it, then it is self-sabotage. Um, let's see. I kind of also, I want to say, as we were going through that main spread, I got the feeling that some of you might go to a place like this because it would be a better place to blend in and hide. I don't really like the sound of that, but that's sometimes what you got to do. To clarify for you, Gemini, this month reads the tarot. Let's see what comes out under the tower. Why is the tower here for Gemini? April 2025. So, yeah, the devil came in. All right. The devil in disguise. Take it how it flies. If you're male or female, it was somebody very alluring, very attractive, but now they may be abusive. Uh, they may take all your money to keep you. I feel like somebody's keeping you in poverty so that you can't go anywhere. Um, and somehow they portray that back on you, like the self-sabotage, like it's remaining with this person, I feel, but caring enough about yourself to do something about it. Two of Pentacles under the Knight of Swords, protecting yourself. It's a back and forth battle each day, I feel. It's an uphill battle, really, if you take a look at the card. It's just something that is back and forth all the time and a constant uphill battle. So you have to shield yourself all the time. I feel like this person is abusive. Might not be physical, but it's emotional, financial, um, and verbal. Uh, Page of Wands or child of spells in this deck. Hangman. See, I feel like you're self-sabotaging by not doing anything and not telling this person we're done. I'm going. Maybe you're afraid, you know, that they won't let you go. Like I said, I get the feeling it's not going to be that easy. But you can always rewrite this story. Whatsoever you shall ask the Father in my name, he will give it to you. Bottom of the deck. Judgment. This particular judgment card is telling me that somebody needs to be judged. Three of Cups. Um, I feel like you may be guided to get a court order to get away from this person, meaning that you get some sort of well, not a peace bond because they're pretty useless, but a restraining order, and then put yourself somewhere as far away as you can safely and start anew. The Sun Tarot for Gemini. Going somewhere where nobody knows you, somewhere that there's not a lot of people around, and rewrite your story. Clarify villain, the prison waif. Flattery. See, you got pulled in by charm, looks, um, you know, dashing personality, but getting to know the real them on the other side that they held back till it was too late. And they had some sort of control over you. The devil under the tower. Gemini, please extra clarify why the devil is here. Resourcefulness. See, I feel like this is what this person does is they control your resources so that you cannot go anywhere. They have control over you by controlling your resources. Two of Pentacles. Under the Knight of Swords for Gemini. Decision. That's why the Hangman is next to be clarified because you are indecisive. You are miserable and you know it. But part of the challenge is not having the money to get somewhere, but maybe somebody will lend it to you. You've got to break away somehow. There's got to be help brought in for you. Help with the magic. See, pulling a rabbit out of a hat. Go back to that. That's why that's here because you need somebody to pull a rabbit out of a hat for you. Because this person makes sure you have no money. And you work, you earn money, but you need to silently make changes at the bank and you need to have everything timed to pull that rabbit out of the hat and get out of there, get your court order for what did I just say? It's gone out of my head now. Uh, where they have to stay away from you. It's gone out of my head now. I said it a minute ago too. And make sure that when um, you're going to be closing bank accounts and opening up new ones wherever it is that you're going. So they won't be able to control you anymore, but you need that boost, that help. You need to get there. You need the money to get there and make the arrangements to get yourself set up. And then you'll be able to pay said person back. Trust the Hangman. This is clarifying the hangman. This is how it all started. Like I said, the devil comes in all lustful, handsome and alluring and blah, blah, blah. And before you know it, it's too late and you need help. Bottom of the deck. You must keep this secret. This person is abusive and controlling. So if you allow them in on your plan, even if it feels like it's going to be successful and they're not going to be able to do anything about it once you're gone. But if you say anything about it beforehand, you will give them power. Don't do it. Keep it everything secret. This person, I strongly get the impression they don't deserve a heads up. If it's going to be traumatic for them to come home and find everything gone and find you gone and everything they go to do is shut down and you've got a restraining order, that's it. Restraining order against them. They have no idea where you are or where you went. Um, if you have all that working for you, then it's too late. There's nothing they can do about it. And any pain they suffer is earned on their part. So Gemini, to close this Mountain View reading out, we are using the crystal deck, which you get a message from that crystal and a meaning. And then there's an angel message to go with it. So for the sign of Gemini, for their highest good, please, for their Mountain View reading. And I know you will make it there safely. For Gemini, to close this out safely, what crystal do they need to take away from this? Ooh, you got blue lace agates. Do you feel like you keep missing opportunities? Do you wish to recognize opportunities when they knock? Have faith that divine timing is at play in your life. Believe that you are always in the right place at the right time with the right people. Let's pull that rabbit out of the hat. So there's your crystal, Gemini. Angel of divine timing. Favorable opportunities present themselves to me in many ways. I recognize these opportunities and follow through on their promise. I always seem to be in the right place at the right time. I enjoy the benefits of divine timing. And you will be. And you will be in a safe place and no longer under the control of this devil. Gemini, I wish you all the best in freeing yourself. And I hope that this message has inspired you. And now you know in divine time, it's all going to go down. Keep it secret. And if you want, let me know how it goes. Let me know how it's going for you and whether you made it, because I know you will. So until I see you again, remember to like and subscribe. Everything is free. Until I see you again, please take care of yourself. Bye for now.